She is a huge romantic.
I love.
Huge romantic.
I am.
Show the boyfriend this ring and tell him it's got to be at least this big.
I told him I'd marry him with a bubblegum ring, but that ring is hot.
What's up, guys? Nikki Novak here for the Young Hollywood Network at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, where Clive Davis and the Recording Academy are gearing up for their big annual bash. So I heard that you were offered $150,000 for a ticket for this party. I mean, everybody wants to come to this party. Is that true?
$150,000 for a table, $15,000 per seat. It's an incredible special night each year celebrating music. The first year when we decided, I had just formed Arista, and we had the first record was Mandy by Barry Manilow. And I said, you know, Barry, we just started Arista. We'd have 2 tables at a restaurant. Let's do it the night before. And we did it the night before, and Stevie Wonder and Elton John and John Denver all showed.
Because they had nothing to do.
They had nothing to do, and I knew I was on to a good thing.
So how did you choose these 2 lovely ladies to perform this year?
Well, we celebrated 14 years ago with an all-time best-selling hit.
Yes, The Boy Is Mine. The Boy is obviously yours, because look at that ring.
I know, right?
My goodness, that is spectacular.
We never got a chance to celebrate The Boy Is Mine, commensurate with its depth as a hit. So I said, look, the Pre-Grammy Gala is for that. Everybody would love to see the 2 of you reunite and together.
How are your priorities changed over the years and the way you approach life and music?
We've evolved as people, and who we are as people is a definite reflection of what we do musically. We wanted women to kind of feel empowered, for this to be their record that they could say what they wanted to say, feel how they wanted to feel. And I'm able to be a part of something Saturday that I always dreamed about. I mean, we sent a video to Clive of me at 9 years old, and by 12, I was signed to his label. So it's an awesome thing to still be here. It was a talent show, and at 12 years old, I was in his office. So I had some idea where I needed to be.
Who you were meeting and what
I had
you were
no
in for?
idea. I was the biggest Whitney Houston fan in the world, and I sang The Greatest Love of All.
Oh, now see, here's the debate.
I'm a bigger Whitney Houston fan.
I studied her because we were built similar. Our voices were both really big. We both came from church backgrounds and had a lot of similar things with mothers that were very much alike. And just earlier today, Whitney said, at the end of your new song, that's me all day. I would sing The Greatest Love of All, and that was the song that I was signed singing.
It's funny that The Greatest Love of All was the song that I used to sing too, to try to, you know, get my music out there. So she's meant a lot to me over the years, and she will always be my favorite singer.
And this is why you 2 are kindred spirits.
Whitney was like 18 years old when I first discovered her. And, you know, it was at a small club. She was singing backgrounds for her mother's act, Sissy Houston. And so it's amazing how the years fly. It just is. Just to see her emerge, you know, knowing that from that first album, how she had to go everywhere and struggle and showcase and promote.
Does that make you 2 nervous, knowing she'll be in the audience watching?
Not. I'm nervous about everything, you know, but, you know, I definitely want to impress her and impress you and just inspire everyone in the audience. And, you know, hopefully Monica's strength of not being nervous can rub off on me sometime soon.
So you're the one that's not nervous?
She's not nervous. That's so weird.
Is it?
I guess everybody has a different performance style.
Well, don't kid. Our job is to convince you not to be nervous.
I know. That's
Let's not let you.
Doing a very good job because I'm still nervous, Mr. Davis. We're still nervous.
There's really no reason. Your gift precedes you.
You must all be romantics at heart, because you're in the music business.
She is a huge romantic.
I
love. Huge romantic.
I am.
All the boys out there, there's no ring on this finger.
Well, I'm taken, but he's just a little slow right now. But, you know, I'm in no rush. I want to do it, you know, in God's time and divine time. So, but Monica gives me hope.
And show the boyfriend this ring and tell him it's got to be at least this big.
I told him I'd marry him with a bubblegum ring, but that ring is hot.
For you, because you have discovered so many people and you're talking about these ladies and you're talking about Whitney when she was young, do you have that moment, the first time you see somebody sing, do you know instantly whether they're going to be a star or not?
I'd have to say yes. I'd have to say I don't know how far they're going to go, because I go back to Joplin, okay? And I go back to Bruce Springsteen. So I didn't know. I signed Springsteen because of his lyrics, this imagery. I never knew that he'd become the best live rock and roll performer in history. Monica was 12 years old, and it was in a conference room, and it was amazing. I don't like signing artists that are too young. I said, I am going to make an exception, because I normally don't even audition people of that. And 20 some odd years later, I mean, we're still doing it.